Hi. So yesterday talked about how similar dissociation and absence seizures look to from an outsider's perspective. Tonight I'm going to talk about how they feel from the perspective of a person having them, because I deal with both. So they both feel like I'm zoning out or I'm not totally with it. Um, but there is one difference that I've noticed is with absence seizures, I kind of like go between being aware and not being aware. So like I can at points know what's going on around me, but I'm still unresponsive. Um, and those could also be focal aware seizures that turn into absence seizures. And then there are moments where like I have no clue what's going on around me at all during the seizure, and I'm unresponsive. Um, and that part is scary because when I go in and out of awareness, like I can overhear people saying stuff, but I can't respond or say anything back, or hear my like kind of hear myself, but I don't remember saying what I think I said or like what the claims on the report that I said. So for example, recently, um, late last year, I had a seizure when I was in a health program. Um, and I had to be taken to the ER because I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't responsive, but I went in and out of awareness, so I could hear them, but I couldn't respond. And then other times I couldn't hear at all. But the paramedics claimed in their report that I said, "Who am I?" But I don't remember saying that at all. Um, so that's scary. And then dissociation for me, I realized that like I'm just totally out of it. And all of a sudden I end up somewhere else. Like in March when I was in the mental health unit, I didn't even realize that I had gotten up in the middle of a group until hours later I woke up in my room and I was like, how did I get? I was wondering how I got there. I don't remember walking there at all. Um, and I don't remember making things that or creating things that I created. Um, and that's all part of my depression, probably the dissociation. But one trick that I learned to see if it's an absence seizure or dissociation, since they look alike, is to get a cup of ice and put my hand in the cup of ice. And if I remove it, that means it was dissociation. And they're both very scary. Sometimes during my dissociation, I even can tell that there's different parts of me, like different reactions inside of me to what's going on. An example was before I saw my epileptologist on the 30th, multiple like ages of my younger self came to kind of warn me and try to protect me from the appointment and prepared me for it. That was a hard night because I wanted to get my rest. I wanted to be able to be awake during the appointment, which I had no trouble being awake during the appointment, thankfully, but I was prepared. I had questions written out and printed out. So the doctor had one of those concerns with me. But that's why I think I might have what's called dissociative identity disorder, because I can feel those different parts when they show up. I know what ages they are. Whenever I feel a flutter in my heart, it's my 3 almost 4-year-old self, stuff like that. So it's pretty scary. Both things are scary. And it's hard for everyone to tell which one is happening because they look so much alike. And they both affect memory. So of what happened before or during or even after that happened. So that is pretty scary for me whenever it happens. And sometimes I don't realize it's happening, like I mentioned in the hospital a couple of times, leaving groups and ending up in my room without realizing that I was leaving the groups or walking toward my room. So, well, I would do another video regarding mental health. So stay tuned and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.